Tone, intense, mysterious, urgent. Capricorn, something massive is shifting in June, and your soul knows it. If you've been feeling off lately, restless in your routines, drained by people who used to inspire you, or like life is trying to tell you something up, you're absolutely right, because June is not just another month for you. It's a spiritual turning point, a cosmic crossroads where your next 8 years are being written in real time. But here's the truth that no one's told you yet. If you keep repeating the same patterns, if you ignore the divine signs flashing in your face, you'll stay stuck in the same cycle, the same pain, the same almost life. This is your final warning before the timeline closes. Capricorn, you've always carried a quiet power. You've worked harder than anyone. You've endured more than most. But the universe isn't rewarding hard work right now. It's rewarding alignment. And if you're out of alignment, you're about to face a spiritual test that will shake your foundation. In this powerful message, I'm going to reveal the 3 deadly mistakes blocking your blessings right now. The karmic traps designed to test your soul's evolution, and how to finally unlock the divine timeline the universe has been trying to hand you for years. This isn't fear. This isn't superstition. This is your wake-up call from Spirit, and it's now or never. If you fail to act in June, the door won't reopen until 2033. But if you listen, take action, and realign, everything you've prayed for starts moving towards you, fast. So don't scroll, don't zone out. Your next decision could either unlock a new reality, or trap you in an old one. Let's begin, because your destiny can't wait any longer. Capricorn, brace yourself, because June isn't just another month, it's a cosmic activation, and you are directly in the center of it. A massive energetic shift is unfolding, and unlike the months before, this one comes with karmic consequences. The reason? Saturn, your ruling planet, also known as the Lord of Karma, is on the move. And when Saturn speaks, the universe listens. More importantly, your soul gets tested. Right now, Saturn is activating something ancient, a spiritual contract you agreed to long before you were born. This isn't just astrology. This is soul work. This is destiny work. Capricorn, here's the truth. Any pain you've buried, any lessons you've avoided, any cycles you refuse to break, they're about to come full circle. The universe isn't punishing you. It's presenting you with an opportunity to graduate, to rise higher, to finally step into the version of you that's been waiting beneath the surface. But here's the danger. If you sleep through this portal, if you stay in denial, stuck in old mindsets, or chasing the wrong people, you'll make one of the 3 deadly mistakes that will cost you everything. And I'm not being dramatic. If you ignore this spiritual test, you may block your abundance, you may repeat the same relationships, you may delay your soul mission until 2033. Yes, 2033. That's how long it could take for this same spiritual door to reopen. And I don't want that for you. You've come too far, you've fought too many battles, you've sacrificed too much just to get here. But now the universe is watching, not with judgment, but with sacred curiosity. Will you finally pass the test? Will you trust your intuition over your ego? Will you stop forcing what's fading and start aligning with what's flowing? Will you let go of what's heavy, so what's divine can finally arrive? June is not here to play games. It's here to upgrade your timeline or lock it down. Capricorn, this is the month where everything either shifts in your favor or stays stuck in delay. So before we go any further, I want you to breathe, because what's coming next may shake you, but it's meant to wake you. In the next part, we're going to uncover the first spiritual trap you must avoid. It's something every Capricorn struggles with, and it's been quietly sabotaging your blessings behind the scenes. Let's dive in, because once you know what's blocking you, you can finally begin to break free. Capricorn, your mind is sharp, precise, strategic. It's what makes you a natural leader. But right now, that same strength could be your biggest downfall. The first deadly mistake blocking your destiny in June is this. You keep ignoring your intuition. You felt it, haven't you? That voice in your gut. That strange dream that made no sense at the time. That subtle urge to walk away from someone or something that used to feel right. Your soul has been whispering, but your logical mind keeps shouting over it. You told yourself, I need proof. It's not rational. I'll wait for a better time. But here's the truth you've been avoiding. Your intuition doesn't speak in facts. It speaks in feeling. And right now, it's screaming for you to listen. Because if you don't, you'll walk straight into spiritual traps. You'll waste your energy trying to fix what's already broken. You'll keep investing in people, plans, and paths that are draining your soul. This month, the cost of ignoring your inner knowing is too high. You could delay the very breakthrough you've been praying for. Capricorn, June is a test of trust, not in others, but in yourself. And the signs have already shown up. That text you hesitated to reply to, that opportunity that looked perfect but felt off, that friend, partner, or co-worker who leaves you feeling anxious, not aligned. Your body knows, your soul knows, but your mind keeps trying to outthink spirit. That stops now, because when you finally choose to listen, the fog lifts, the confusion clears, divine timing begins aligning like never before. Opportunities that felt far will fall into your lap. Doors will open that logic could never predict. And you'll finally feel something you've craved for months. Clarity. Capricorn, here's what I want you to ask yourself right now. What have I felt was wrong, but chose to stay in anyway? That relationship, that job, that project that's been dead for months, but you keep reviving it out of guilt or fear. That is the door the universe is trying to close for you. Let it close. Stop holding on to what's ending. Stop forcing alignment where there is only resistance. Because the moment you honor your inner knowing, you open the portal to your next level. And in June, that's the only portal that matters. Coming up next, mistake number 2. It's the one nearly every Capricorn falls into. Because it feels like strength. But in June, it becomes your spiritual weakness. Let's go deeper. Capricorn, this one hits deep. Because you pride yourself on being in control. And who could blame you? You're ruled by Saturn, the master of structure, order, responsibility, and discipline. You've built walls to protect yourself. You've created plans to keep chaos away. You've worked hard, sacrificed, calculated every move. But here's your spiritual blind spot. You're gripping too tightly. And in June, that grip becomes your greatest enemy. This is the second deadly mistake, refusing to let go. You keep trying to force outcomes. You keep trying to fix people who don't want to grow. You keep trying to control how others see you, hoping it protects your heart. But all of this is creating massive energetic leaks. You're exhausted, and you don't know why. You're doing everything right, but things aren't flowing. It's not a failure, it's a sign. The universe is pushing back because you're gripping a version of reality that's no longer aligned with your soul. Trying to control every detail? Trying to keep old relationships alive out of fear? Trying to predict the next step so you don't have to feel uncertainty? Capricorn, the truth is hard but holy. The more you grip, the more you block. June is not about control. It's about surrender. And I get it. Surrender feels like weakness. It feels like failure. It feels like you're giving up. But you're not giving up. You're giving it up to the universe. You're saying, I trust there's something higher at work. I trust my divine path. And when you say that with your full heart, things finally shift. The pressure lifts. New opportunities rush in like lightning. Because when you stop trying to manipulate the timeline, you make space for miracles. Here's the powerful shift that happens when you let go. You stop delaying what's already yours. You stop draining your energy on what's meant to leave. You start aligning with divine timing, where everything unfolds better than you planned. Capricorn, I want you to say this out loud right now. I surrender control. I trust my divine path. Now write it in the comments 11 times. Let your soul feel what it's like to finally exhale. Let the universe hear your declaration. Let go and watch what flows in, because your next chapter isn't built through control. It's unlocked through alignment. And coming up next, mistake number 3. The one you think you're too busy to deal with, but it's the one silently blocking your abundance, your joy, and your evolution. We're about to shine light on the final shadow. Don't miss it, Capricorn. Here comes the hardest truth of all. The third and final deadly mistake blocking your destiny in June is this: avoiding the inner work your soul is begging you to face. You've been staying busy, working overtime, planning the future, checking boxes. You're doing everything that looks productive. But deep down, you know you're avoiding something. That ache in your chest, that emotion you won't name, that memory that still burns when you think about it at night. That's not just in your head, that's your shadow, and it's rising. June brings a mirror, a spiritual spotlight. It's shining directly on everything you've buried for later. But later is gone. The time is now. Capricorn, you can't keep building a future while ignoring your wounds, because no matter how high you climb, your unhealed pain will find you. And if you don't face it, it will manifest outside of you as chaos. Sudden money blocks, explosive arguments, emotional numbness. These aren't punishments, they're messages from your soul. Please look at me. Please feel this. Please release me. But instead, you push it down. You tell yourself, I'll deal with it later. You numb out with distractions. You keep going because stopping feels dangerous. But the real danger is staying disconnected from your truth. Capricorn, shadow work isn't about drowning in pain. It's about reclaiming your power from the places you lost it. And once you do the work, your energy shifts, your frequency rises. You become magnetic to everything aligned with your higher path. Because clarity doesn't come from avoiding discomfort, it comes from walking through it and discovering that you survived. June is a karmic invitation, not to fix everything, but to sit with yourself, to say, what pain have I been avoiding? What truth am I scared to face? That's where the portal to your destiny lives. It's not in your plans, not in your hustle, not in your goals, it's in your healing. This is your moment to finally break a cycle that's followed you for years, a pattern that may have started in childhood or even a past life. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be honest. So take a breath, drop the armor, and go within, because on the other side of your shadow is the freedom, clarity, and abundance you've been searching for. And coming up next, what happens if you face all 3 of these karmic mistakes and finally break free? The reward is beyond what your mind can imagine. Let's explore the transformation that awaits. Now let's shift, Capricorn. Let's talk about the other side, the side most people never reach, the reward. Because if you break free from these 3 deadly karmic mistakes, if you choose awareness over denial, healing over hiding, and alignment over control, then everything changes. And I mean everything. You step into a timeline where your energy becomes magnetic, where you're not chasing anything anymore, it's chasing you. You start waking up with peace, not pressure. You meet people who match your healed vibration. Doors that were bolted shut for years suddenly open, without force, without begging. Why? Because you're finally in sync with your higher path. You're no longer fighting your destiny, you're flowing with it. The universe is designed to reward alignment, and when you stop making those 3 mistakes, when you listen to your intuition, surrender control, and do the shadow work, you become unstoppable. Synchronicities start showing up daily. The right words, the right timing, the right signs. It all feels like magic. But it's not magic. It's what alignment looks like. The heaviness you've carried, gone. That spiritual weight on your shoulders lifted. Because you've released the old energies that kept you stuck for years. You're no longer operating from survival mode. You're living from your soul, and your soul is limitless. Capricorn, this is your true nature. You were never meant to suffer in silence, to carry everyone else's burdens, or to suppress your own truth just to be the strong one. You were born for this moment. You were built for this test. And now the universe is watching you rise. You're stepping into the version of you that's no longer bound by the past. You're stepping into a timeline where your future expands with every aligned step. And most of all, you start to feel like yourself again. Not the version of you that's been stuck, drained, confused, or overwhelmed, but the one who remembers, I am powerful, I am worthy, I am guided, I am free. This isn't a fantasy. This is what happens when you finally pass the karmic test. So don't give up before the breakthrough. Don't sabotage your own future by staying loyal to the old story. You're not too late. You're right on time. Capricorn, your higher self is already celebrating. Your ancestors are cheering. The portal is open. And the next move? It's yours. In the final section, I'll show you exactly how to seal this transformation and call in the abundance, clarity, and destiny that's been waiting for you. Let's finish strong, Capricorn. You've heard the message, you've felt the truth. Now it's time to make your move, because the universe is watching. Let's seal this energy and activate the highest version of your timeline. Subscribe and turn on the bell. If this spoke to your soul, don't just watch, take action. Subscribe right now and turn on the bell, because June is unlike any other month. You're walking through portals, you're being tested on a soul level, and you're being guided to shed the old and finally receive what's meant for you. I'll be here every step of the way, helping you decode every cosmic shift, prepare for every spiritual challenge, and unlock the abundance the universe is sending you. If you're ready for that kind of guidance, hit that subscribe button and stay in the light. Comment challenge. Let's tell the universe we're ready. Go to the comments right now and type this 11 times. I release control, I heal my shadow, I align with destiny. Yes, 11 times, not just once. Because repetition programs the subconscious. It shifts energy. It creates spiritual momentum. Let your soul believe what your fingers type. Let the universe feel your certainty. This is how you lock in your transformation. Share this message. Capricorn, this isn't just for you. Someone you love might also be walking blind into a karmic test. They might be a Capricorn, they might have Capricorn rising, or they might be dealing with one of the same spiritual traps we talked about today. Send this video to them, post it in your group chats, drop it in your stories. Be the light that guides someone out of the dark. Because sometimes one message, one video, one reminder from a friend can save a soul from staying stuck for another 8 years. Watch this next. If you're serious about aligning your energy for June, don't stop here. Watch this next. Capricorn, 5 millionaire numbers for June. The universe has sent you a code, because once you release the old energy, once you stop making these deadly mistakes, the blessings begin to pour in, and those 5 numbers, they might be your divine financial activation. Capricorn, you're not here to live a half life. You're here to rise, to lead, to awaken, to remember who you are. This was your spiritual warning, your cosmic confirmation, and now, your next chapter is waiting. Take the step, because everything starts now.